Geoff Molson has officially cleaned house. Marc Bergevin and his friends are all gone, and Jeff Gorton and his new group of guys are on the way in. So in this video, I'm going to try my best to go over all the public details that we have right now, and we'll munch on some popcorn, shoot some shit, and have some fun along the way, because that's what we like to do around here. But first, if you're a fan of the Habs, or just people getting fired Vince McMahon style, then hey, you're in the right spot. So please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more of you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. And no, I won't fire you. Now, let's go back to the beginning, okay? Because I remember it like it was yesterday. Well, mostly because it was yesterday. Anyway, as the Habs, they were set to square off against the Penguins, and it was made public knowledge that Geoff Molson was kicking the tires on Jeff Gorton for a role on the team, possibly as president of hockey operations. Now, if some of you don't know who Jeff Gorton is, here, I've got some pictures. I've got you covered. Here he is. Here he is again. And again, in this picture, he was part of the super cool hair committee of New York. Now, Gorton would get hired for this position, and this would be announced today. But last night is when the house cleaning began. Things started off with Marc Bergevin's right-hand man, Scott Mellanby. He walked away from the team, and there was some reports that he was actually being interviewed for a higher position within the organization. I've even read that he was possibly recommended by Marc Bergevin himself, but ultimately, Geoff Molson decided he wanted some different lions in his den. Wise choice, Molson. Wise choice. And the extermination carried on into today. We were all waiting patiently for something to happen after last night's news, and then boom, it all went down. The Canadiens announced the firing of GM Marc Bergevin, Assistant General Manager Trevor Timmins, and Senior Vice President of Marital Affairs. Public Affairs / Communications, Paul Wilson. Basically, Mr. Long title there. So that's huge. Bergevin has been around for a long ass time. Trevor Timmins has been around since what feels like dinosaurs roamed the earth. And Paul Wilson too. All these lads kicked to the curb at once. It doesn't get any bigger than this. But as I'm recording this, there hasn't been any word yet on who the actual replacement general manager is going to be. I'm not sure if Molson and Gorton, the Jeff and Jeff connection, are still interviewing people, or who knows. Maybe they've already got a guy, but they just haven't announced it yet. Regardless, we're just going to have to, hurry up and wait until we know 100% who the new guy is. There's been a lot of speculation on possibly Madden or Darsh, even Luongo, Brodeur, Patty Wild, Michael Pezzetta, all of these names. Minus Pezzetta, guys, I was joking. Has been tossed around over the past little while, so who knows? Maybe it's going to be one of these guys. Renaud Lavoie here. He seems to think there's about 6 names being interviewed for the GM position, and this number could potentially rise. Moving on, let's talk about the timing here. I think the timing was right. I think Marc Bergevin has been around long enough. We've been through a couple 5-year plans now with him, and this season so far has been horrible. It's been dog shite. So the fact that he's fired and Molson decided to clean house, I think it's the right move. And if the rumors are true that Scott Mellanby was recommended for the GM position or higher, then I tip my hat to Geoff Molson, because I'm glad that he decided to steer away from this idea. I don't know about you guys, but I've never been a big fan of firing a general manager and then hiring his assistant. God, that's as stupid as getting in the shower with your socks on. You gotta clean everything up. Get different minds in here. And that's exactly the route that Molson decided to go, so good on him. I've been unhappy with the player development in Montreal for a long time now. I've been unhappy with Timmins' draft picks, specifically in the first round, for a long time as well. So I think you see where I'm going here. This offseason, I'm going to have a little more faith in the system. It's all in Jeff Gorton's hands now. Now, Glenn Sather, who dealt with Jeff Gorton during his time with the New York Rangers, made some comments today on the big news, and here's what he had to say, quote, "He's very analytical, and he listens to people and takes their assessments and evaluations into point and makes decisions. For the most part, all the deals he made in New York turned out very well, and he's certainly experienced. He knows everybody in the league, he knows all the scouts, he knows the systems, he knows Cole Caulfield. And listen to this next part. He goes on to say, I'm sure Montreal is going to give him the opportunity to do what he wants to get done, or they wouldn't have hired him. There you go. Expect anything now, guys. Honestly, the whole team is going to be reevaluated from top to bottom, and changes are going to be made. Woo-hoo-hoo! Doesn't that sound good? I'm excited, I'm happy, and I feel like this was necessary. And as for Marc Bergevin, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that this guy's an idiot. I'm not going to say I don't like him or I think that he's a horrible general manager. Did he do some awesome things with Montreal? Yes, he did. The run to the Stanley Cup Finals a few months ago was insane. But with that being said, I do think it was time for a change. It's been a long time. And hey, Bergevin is probably going to go on and find more work right away. This isn't a guy that's going to be struggling to find work. He's not going to be on the phone with EI next week looking for employment insurance. I wish the best of luck to him, but I'm hopeful that the next chapter for Montreal is going to be just gold. Anyway, guys, that does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section. I mean, there's so much to talk about right now. Who do you guys think the new general manager is going to be? And how excited are you guys right now on a scale of 1 to 10? And are any of you guys mad at this? Do you think this was a stupid decision? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.